Swaddy and welcome to Tiger Today. Hardly surprised that we're following up on the horrific bus crash that happened on Wednesday night, where 18 people have now died as a result of the accident. Now, the follow-up is that the 45-year-old driver has said that he had brake failure, an excuse we hear many times. How all these buses can possibly have brake failure, I have absolutely no idea. But let's follow it up, because yesterday there was another bus accident. This time it was 50 students who were travelling to Ayutthaya. In that accident, 39 students have been injured and were taken to hospital. Now, this follows up accidents in Phang Nga on Monday and Tuesday. On Tuesday there was a van crash with Swedish tourists. 3 of them were taken to hospital. And the day before there was a Chinese tour bus crash. 2 people died and 5 were taken to hospital. So we've had a lot of news about the rabies outbreak, the rabies epidemic over the past couple of weeks here in Thailand. But we don't have a rabies epidemic. We have a bus and tour van epidemic. And it's something that is almost entirely preventable, but it seems for whatever reason the Thai government doesn't seem to have the same commitment to clean up the problems with the tour buses and the vans as it has towards eradicating rabies. Okay, to today's other main news stories.
Starting out with the rabies situation and Koh Phangan in Surat Thani classified as a red zone, NGOs are advising that no vaccines are available to supply to panic-driven owners. On Koh Samui, they've vaccinated and sterilised over 6,000 dogs in the past few months. They say they're using more expensive combined vaccines that cover rabies in combination with other diseases. These combined shots are still available. Soy Dog Phuket are advising that they've got rabies-only vaccines, but they're difficult to find, and they've only got enough stocks for 2 months if they only use it on cats. The TripAdvisor list of Asia's top 25 destinations is in. Good news, Thailand has 5 locations in the top 25 reader-voted list. Bad news, it's not number 1. The Indonesian island of Bali has come in number 1, with Phuket in the number 2 spot. Hanoi, Siem Reap and Tokyo fill up the top 5 spots. Thailand's tourism numbers continue to rise, with arrivals increasing 15% over the first 2 months of the year, year on year. Revenue was up 17.5% compared to last year. The Ministry of Tourism and Sport says it's an early warning that the year could peak beyond the 36 million mark, causing considerable strain on the country's tourism infrastructure, especially beach resorts. China continues to drive arrivals to Thailand, with 1.2 million arrivals in February, up by a massive 52%, fueled by the Chinese New Year travel during February. Malaysians, Russians, South Koreans and Japanese fill out the top 5 spots in tourist arrivals. The Land Transport Department says they'll stop accepting new registrations of double-decker buses because they're more vulnerable to road accidents than ordinary buses. This from the Transport Minister. He also added that operators of existing double-decker buses would be required to bring their vehicles for examination whether they meet the safety standards of the Land Transport Department. Meanwhile, the head of the Academic Centre for Road Safety says there were about 7,000 double-decker buses in the country, 5,500 operated as private for hire vehicles, which were problematic because most of those vehicles didn't meet current safety standards. Pattaya police are vowing to take action to stop ladyboys from attacking tourists. The move follows the latest attack on a tourist by a group of broom-wielding ladyboys. Police say they'll target those who prey on tourists and cause trouble in Pattaya's famed walking street entertainment area. In the latest incident, a 29-year-old ladyboy attacked a 25-year-old tourist from Iran. An argument began and then a broom ended up being used as a weapon. Both ended up being fined 500 baht for their troubles. And Phuket's Vice-Governor chaired a Memorandum of Understanding ceremony yesterday between the government sector, the private sector and local associations involved in stopping the use of foam material containers. Meanwhile, Phuket's Public Health Office says that foam packages used for food are made out of the black-coloured waste from petroleum refineries, which consists of styrene, which has been linked to long-term health problems.
So that's all the main news stories from around Thailand today. Please, we've got the weekend coming up and we've got Songkran only 3 weeks away. Be very, very careful out on the roads. Take it easy, and please, whatever you do, just don't drink and drive. Right, we'll be back on Monday with another Tiger Today. Thanks for watching.